could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You and me. You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you back. What's good? Missed hanging out? I'm not depressed. You're depressed. After all, look, I'm so happy to be back. Yeah, I can't lie to you guys, can I? Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Dual Destinies. Case 2. We're almost over the finish line. We're almost damn done. Oh my god. I didn't think it could be as bad. I had hope in my heart. It fueled my ability to see. Not even pathologic has made me dread this. But here we are. No running from it now because I hit the go live button. So, you know, we're here. Everything is great. I'm gonna fucking die. Okay. Yeah. Enough of that. Let's just think. Oh boy. Oh boy, is this still the furry case? Yes. It is. Yes, yes it is. Oh boy. Well, anyway. That being said, we could put off the case for a little bit longer. Hello, John. Hello, Cinta. Hello, Zeno. Hello, Milk. What's going good on this fine day of yours? Hope y'all are having a good damn time. Oh, yes. Today, more suffering. Yeah. I mean, it's a different kind of suffering. It's the suffering I get when I'm expecting better. It's like getting a steak and realizing, oh, it's a little bit burnt and kind of dry. I'm not angry. I am just extremely disappointed. Dear God. Saturday is a good time? I mean, I hope. Is deception. I don't even know if it's deception. Listen. If this was the only way I was ever going to play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, you know what? Staple it to some subpar games. I can't even say that. Because, dear God, I've been through the tutorial case and the worst case in the series, apparently. I'm only 2 in. Can it get worse? I hope not. Dear God, I hope not. Oh God, I hope not. But yes, we're back with the acest of attorneys. And thankfully he is not the racist of attorneys. That would be someone different. I don't know who, don't ask. Also, Zeno, no, I am in fact not smiling through the pain. Not anymore. I will show you the exact emotion I am feeling. Does this count? Do you see a smile on my face? Where is it? I don't see a smile. All I see is that you need to clean your monitor. It's very dirty. When was the last time you cleaned this fucking thing? 1947? Dear God, there's also a layer of dust on the back here. What are you doing? Anyway. I should stop putting this off, and I should just get into it, shouldn't I? Boy! Pure, unadulterated cringe? That's, you know. That's one word for it. Here we go. April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Did I close? Yes, I did. Okay, we're good. I'm not screaming out into the void. Court is now in session. This case should not have had 2 days. Good to see you again, Judge. Corporate bowed back and back with a pile of baby pepper. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sachs, assistant defender, is ready to, Your Honor. Je suis prêt.
Best prepared by bribery and impressed to go best. At the prosecution.
Good, we put him back in handcuffs. Do his handcuffs have little studs to match his suit? It's a cute design element, but almost makes you wonder who the fuck designed these handcuffs.
Oh, very well, man. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide me spurious shackles today. There'll be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackbill. Humph. Oh, now the opening statement, if you would. I believe it is standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. He probably realized how Blackbill played him. And that's, that was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah, His Honor has to fight, to defend his honor day.
Your boldness. It is plain to see that you have always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
Is this gonna work?
I have? Oh, I don't know if I pay that. Oh, why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. Oh, for decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. Oh, they were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. Oh, the crown jewels of the court? Oh, now at long last they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? Oh, you don't mind, but you...
Like a goddamn fiddle, Judge.
Oh, I'll make a special exception, just this once.
Oh, here we go again. Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games.
Oh, but in that case, I think I might go ahead and make you a big statement myself. With this day's session, we learned this talking proof that, the victim of Ultimate Rex QB was the Amazing Mind Tales. We also learned that the Amazing Mind Tales was a key figure in the yokai frame in the anti-merger protests. It's further revealed that upon learning Rex QB's secret identity, may have made attempt to murder him. Well, the aspect of the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought into light. But the only people that in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation revealed that no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must confirm that the evidence against the defendant is well conclusive. Did I say something wrong?
Oh, that was quite astonishing. Oh, you've truly outdone yourself this time.
Well, one more thing most about my grandchild.
You have a wife? You had sex? Your son has a wife? Your son had sex? Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
But the prosecutor has called the new witness to testify.
Oh, the inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
Well, the president was attacked. Was left by the mayor while he was possessed.
Oh, that was but an act to protect his daughter.
Well, yes, of course. I protected much.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
Prosecution is engaged in mere conjecture.
Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that little scamp is the one behind the Tenma Taro farce.
Witness testimony. I'll bet that means, Filcher, that creep and that creep LaBelle.
Oh, babe. Bailiff, would you bring the first witness?
Oh, good. Good to see you again. I'm glad I have water with me.
Mr. Phelps, you made quite a hasty statement yesterday. My female, please to us that my brother happened again today.
Oh, I've been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Win-win. You might give a total of 5 bailiffs to slip.
Oh, like those amateurs could ever nab me. Oh, yipes!
Hey, bossy, how you doing? Good to see you.
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Oh, yeah, no, please. I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement. Now.
Why is his, like, I'm reading. What the fuck was his head doing? Why is that so fast?
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Blackhead, sir.
He might bet you hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the, give up easy type.
Now, Mr. Phelps, your testimony, please. Presumably, the pre-game of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
The yokai is Jinxie.
Tematora's really that little maid girl, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Temperature I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the old run had to go big old, a big old Steph. I'll see when she came in the foyer. Bet she switched over from forbidden chamber to stumbling on a crime scene.
My phone decides to start an update mid-sentence. I'm good, how are you? Oh, pretty alright. Doing, well, I mean, we're currently doing the worst case in Ace Attorney history, so, you know.
She was gonna use to wallop me on account of my first reputation, I know it.
That's fun, thank you.
Well, Temperature was a short chapter. That's because Miss Blakely was Miss Blakely 10 miles along.
Oh, you betcha. Besides, all the rest of the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Temitaro impersonator was walking on their knees? On their knees.
I ain't no knee walking. Seen myself.
But perhaps that yokai really was Miss Pepper after all.
All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
So you're saying we can't believe them like one of those magic eye things.
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me.
Each night he cries and screams about some ghosts he thinks he sees. But in truth, he was simply the janitor.
Oh, prosecutor Blackwell gave up the ghost literally.
The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are no doubt partially to blame. And that face that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this and that.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Okay, so how do we get from point A to whodunit? The yokai is Jinxie. Okay. Let's... What do we actually have here? Oh, okay. Little run at a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Bet she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. When in doubt, safe scumming out. So he thinks the little girl is a buff crow man? Yeah, yes, exactly.
Objection!
Yeah, there you go. It would seem that the Tenmatara was in fact not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How do you think of that?
You claim that Tenmatara you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber? But it would have been completely impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Well, elaborate, Mr. Doctor.
The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. Where'd the music go? He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
The key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma. Oh. Oh. Thank goodness that was over quickly. I ate the music player. God damn it, we need those MP3s!
But who did that believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Our Tenmataro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Well, such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we see?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well, let's see where the place is going with this. Mr. Doctor, please show us proof that the true identity of Mr. Tenmataro's impersonator.
Just Lee LaBelle found in Forbidden Chamber.
Take that!
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was in the Tenmataro outfit took one of the stabs out of there. In short, I believe that whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we've been looking for.
But Mr. Doctor, how do you propose we identify the hand cream builder?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to.
So you expect to find the yokai print in there? Very well, I hereby call it from feedback while we wait for the fingerprint results.
No need for that, Your Boldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day.
You called, Prosecutor Blackwell? Could anyone be more whipped?
Fulbright, analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes.
Your wish is my command.
Very well, ma'am. I guess we'll just wait here right here, then.
It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete.
Well, what did the results show?
What in the world?
They're Florent LaBelle's prints, aren't they?
This is absurd!
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Oh, don't tell me. That's Tenmataro's print.
Fingerprints analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... Phineas Filch.
What?
Objection!
Wait, what? Huh?
But the bell wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
Objection!
Why, you tricksy little Tanuki? Explain yourself now.
Sure, they're prints of mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, so what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yipes!
You, fool of a Tanuki.
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does that mean the Tenmataro holding that staff was Phineas Filch?
Yipes! Oh, another cat's out of the bag.
How? What? Okay. I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? Now, you see, if we didn't get that fucking intro cutscene, this would have been an interesting goddamn twist.
Oh, beg your pardon, your ownership, but I was just doing what that alderman told me. Oh, he wanted me to be Temperator in the village exorcism ritual.
So that was you inside the Tenmataro costume?
Yup, and after the event, I went to watch the pro wrestling program. Oh, it brought me to tears on the account of wrestling being complete jobbers.
So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match.
Oh, so I looked at the Temperator costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me when I'm wearing it. And cause them superstitions, no matter what I do, villagers won't say a word.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
Oh, cause there's treasure there. Oh, it was my big chance to sneak in and nab it.
Treasure?
Oh, you got a great get-rich quick scheme and chance of humors. Grandma told me all about it, so there's an amazing treasure in there.
He went in there not knowing his grandfather already pilfered it.
Yes, that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in.
Oh, got in through the elevator foyer. That's left to the Alderman picture. Oh, on it, made nice hole. You just had to get the air duct leads to the Forbidden Chamber on it.
You what?
But how's that even possible? Wait a sec. I do remember an event in the Forbidden Chamber. So, Mr. Filch found a way to get into the air duct. And that's how we got went from the foyer to the Forbidden Chamber.
From Temperator, but nothing more than a cat burglar or a regular Tanuki burglar. Man, we're back to being without anyone in charge for the ultimate murder.
Looks like a so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what'd you do after you fled to the foyer?
Oh, God, that costume right quick. Well, it just caused trouble at that point.
And where's that costume now?
Oh, heck if I know. It ain't my fault if you never find it.
The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
What if it was tossed outside the manor? No way! But just maybe.
Well, what we will hit upon my idea. Well, go on, Mr. Breakfast.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? The open window? Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
Oh, you think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. Why would I do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window. Next question would be, what happened to it after that? If I'm right, I might just have the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch. I have just the evidence for you.
Oh, you do?
The evidence that proves you got rid of your Temataro costume through the window.
Oh, that's... Temataro flying through the sky?
But how did I put Mr. Wells through the costume out the window?
It's quite simple. That's not Temataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out.
Oh, that's crazy, dog. You ain't serious, are you?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window. I mean, the manor is pretty high up. If the costume flew through the air after it was tossed out, then that's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Temataro really was a flight of fancy.
But Bob!
Yikes!
Where are we going with this?
Oh my, so there really never was a yokai.
Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. I can still file a claim. Can I still file a claim for a lost costume?
This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging that yokai sighting.
Well, maybe I'm actually prosecutor Blackwell.
No, because we just flew right into his hands.
None whatsoever. I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case.
We did it.
Keep going. Now all we have to do is make sure Florent LaBelle take the stand.
Objection!
Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not?
Huh?
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Probably the same way he got in. Through the chamber's air vent?
And what of the feathers and tracks at the crime scene? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, and not the air vent.
Objection!
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. Door suddenly sprang open.
Sprung right open. Who was on the other side?
Oh, I didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
Like how reflection from my head blinds a fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
Oh, that's when I snatched the staff and made my daring escape. And then that little maid girl spotted me as I hard-tailed it down the hall.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open till after the crime was discovered.
But wait. We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber?
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
No. Oh, there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, where do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, don't tell me.
Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was... that accused Damien Tenma.
Ah!
Wait a second. has to be somebody else besides my attendant there.
Really? But who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Besides, you can't prove a point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry, you can guess I'll put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely on something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard no longer holds any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, he has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Not that insufferable. Very well, the court will now hear what Mr. Brussels has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up?
Take that!
Fine, that's an apparent paid for the bell. But he claimed to be the employer at the time of the crime.
True, but his alibi, he also claimed that Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. No! Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
Oh, I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea.
Leave Mr. LaBelle's dicks alone. I don't know how many he has, but leave him alone.
I told him he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. In return, he said we vouched for each other's alibis.
Well, shame on you, Mr. Wells. Personally, serious crime, you know.
Oh, shucks, mercy, your honorship, mercy. Oh!
Hey, how you doing? I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. I want to be done with this case. It's dragging. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
Right, please. Well, we'll take a 20-minute recess. After which we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes!
We're finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
In the meantime, prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations.
April 19th, 10:25 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby. Number 3.
Oh, we did it, Apollo? Oh, we finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah,
Hey, my long face.
I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. Good old writing method of the longer the better.
Oh, you're a worrywart, yeah. You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mysterious figure opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch. Had to have been Florent LaBelle.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. Wish I could put my finger on it, though.
Oh, at any rate, big showdown with Mr. LaBelle's coming up. So chin up, Apollo.
Yeah, totally. April 19th, 11 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, he's the Joker. He's the fucking Joker today?
Probably now is better. My next witness says...
Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor. This is a very important matter.
But we were predisposed at the moment.
Oh, surely you jest. I'll hold you to your promise. Remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies.
Like, it's the purple, green, and the face paint. Motherfucker is just the Joker.
This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused.
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
Your boldness.
Alright, Mr. Pleb's testimony has revealed the whole of your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection to the case at hand.
To think I'd be associated with this is entirely a stupid affair. Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
How do the phones charge when they run out of battery? You plug them in. To the bottom. That's not on his shoulders. You know he's not wearing the coat to bed, right? Of course he might be, and that's equally as terrifying. I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime it is you've committed?
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your pet be clear in the air.
Fine, the truth is that I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry! Oh!
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Peasant! How dare you accuse me? One of the most beautiful people.
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
Thanks.
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for a talk has passed.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart! The battlefield hath no place for ye.
Again.
Oh my!
Oh, spare me, please!
Wow, he broke the handcuffs again. We need bigger cuffs. So much for sturdier shackles. Oh!
Those chains hinder my vow that heads would roll this day.
This gives keeping your head in the court a whole new meaning.
Will the witness please deliver the accused death knell? You know what I speak. Oh! Most certainly! His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Whatever he has to say, it can't be good.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during recess, I rushed right over to the Fox Chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, drumroll please, I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors.
But...
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. 'Twas the accused. There never was a third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
startling sounds bad.
The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie, I killed the alderman. That's right, the mayor actually confessed to murder right then and there.
Wait, come back! Bother me, my God! Quite casually as we planned.
Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned this fact during the recess. Oh! I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
I heard the defendant confess. Textbooks hearsay. Yeah, absolutely.
No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But if this really proves that my attempt really confessed.
It is indeed. During the last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
Oh, this is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about party reservations. Oh, that's right, and I'll be calling mine into shining Mayor Tenma Conviction Gala. A splendid time, guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense. Oh!
Very bad, but get right back with testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please post what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
Stop stroking it like that. That's weird.
I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, Little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
I spoke to the mayor's daughter. Still hearsay, yeah. What type of kangaroo court is this? Ace attorney. We literally cross-examined a parrot.
Immediately after the mayor came to, stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, the one with the phone at the end.
Well, but I say, Mr. Talking my blinking.
Okay. Easy.
I expected. The victim had actually confessed the crime. Perhaps guilt was way too much of man, so he confided with his daughter. We realized we should not have withheld such crucial testimony from court.
Oh! Once again, sorry. I just feared being accused if I was mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene.
Why'd the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
Oh, we better do something before the mayor declares the judge, before the judge just declares the mayor guilty.
As Death Row inmate once told me in the years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die.
He's laying it on real thick now.
Wait, I'll cross the web with me.
Okay, Mr. Joker, whatever you say, keep up your big old sob works. Uh-huh.
Objection!
Yeah, there we go. Florent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway.
Oh! What on earth do you mean?
Yes, that will restaurant, Mr. Breakfast.
If Mr. LaBelle really had fled down into the hallway with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma.
What's that?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making a call, she went back into the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, as I call it, Phineas Filch in Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he hadn't fled there feigning an escape from the yokai imposter...
I bet the two would have crossed paths.
Right. Except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Temma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Oh, my eyes! My beautiful eyes!
Not so fabulous scent now, is it?
Well, Mr. Justice, the way it's multiplied may heard the mayor confess. If we were lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where'd we hear it?
Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else?
But is that where the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging the whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence!
Hey, 99, how's it going?
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of a truth bared.
Prosecutor Blackwood, what are you? I thought we were on the same side!
You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume.
Oh, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him.
You heard the mayor's confession from inside, did you not, deviant dandy? For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you, was right here in the Fox Chamber.
Oh my! So that's how it's going to be, is it? Fine, I'll clean. I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being in the Fox Chamber? It's going. Fix my clip studio so I can use downloadable brushes again. Hey, nice!
I did enter the room after the murder, but I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. Feel terrible of lying like that, but that's a verbal cologne I used to perfect myself.
You better explain yourself, LaBelle.
Oh yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. But what's stating on plain rice? I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now then, let's hear your testimony again this time without your perfume of lies.
In the Fox Chamber.
I did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. From behind the screen? I asked my way you would respond if you were there.
Just so. You could have seen everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party.
Oh, this guy's as slippery as an eel.
Apollo, you think he's telling the truth?
No. Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much is true.
Well, we talk together, but I'll slightly voyeuristic witness.
I don't know if I want to pin voyeurism on the Joker over here. Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah. I'm gonna need to fucking press it a little bit.
Hold it!
Why in the world did you enter that grisly crime scene?
Why? Because I was worried sick. Mayor Tenma's suit,
It what?
it was designed personally by me. I was worried my work might get blood on it.
This man clearly has his priorities in order.
Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Now, where was I? Oh yes, I entered the Fox Chamber almost without thinking. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left.
Hold it!
Why didn't you enter right away?
And ruin my designer shoes?
Your shoes?
Even now, just thinking about them getting blood on my fabulous footwear. I was such a chill down my spine, that's why I hesitated.
Objection!
That's terrible. A man was dying and another was injured, and you're worried about your shoes.
Silence!
Need I remind you, this is a court of law. We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette, like, and the like, for such trivial pursuits.
Ka-
Now, you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it. Well, yes, I was there in the Fox Chamber, but... I heard the mayor groan and hid behind a voting screen there.
Hold it!
Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself?
Oh my, so you do understand!
I do?
By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty. By which, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never, ever do. That's what you're thinking, right?
I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity floating around the witness stand.
We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony, now! But regarding the murder scene... What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying.
What did you see? Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
Oh, what exactly would you like the details about?
Well, what I'd like to ask about is... Not the feathers and tracks, that's been covered. Forbidden Chamber. Murder weapon. Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene?
Oh, the spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Cuby. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
Alright, the statue. Why did he find that inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring?
Oh! Well, when I saw the statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between the town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill.
Okay, yeah, we got him.
Yep, that's what I said.
It's very important. Alright, there we go. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that to be added to the testimony. I know I'm right, but safety saves are always important. I never know how far back I'm gonna get thrown.
Objection!
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly could you mean?
You said the statue was like a celebration of union between the town and the village? Isn't that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the mutual merger. Something the matter?
So, how do you really know this statue is meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
What?
Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick.
This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever you mean.
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly made it look like the two yokai were battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside of that locked room. For Mayor Tenma is the only living soul who should have known what it once looked like. So, Miss LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen that statue in its original form?
What do you mean, where?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form, right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken.
How dare you? Mr. Chocolate, are you accusing witness of some sort of crime?
Yes. Yes, I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby.
Oh! Oh! Barbara! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. You may be paid your defense.
How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty?
Away you go, Apollo. This conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico.
We got you now. We know you killed the alderman, admit it.
Silence.
Oh, enough of your silly games, Justice Dono.
Do you have anything to say in your defense? When are you going to get someone reply with, I want a lawyer? Never.
This prancing peacock could not have possibly been the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked up tight.
Silence.
That this lady Joker gonna suffer in jail? I'm pretty sure that's a guy, but yeah. Yeah, they do.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo...
Yes, that's right, I clearly remember it now. Ultimate QB told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Oh!
Yeah, right. I wouldn't show you a secret gift like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has?
Forgotten, have we? Recall this little scamp statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and mayor collapsed therein, and no one else.
Oh! Dang it. He was behind the door, dumbass.
The fact is, the two of you have made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent LaBelle could not have possibly been in that locked room.
Oh no!
I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle? He was behind the door.
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for that debate exists. Am I not right, your boldness?
Well, we must be morally complicit. The fact pointed in amendment and Victor being the only people inside that locked room. Moreover, the weather is already compressed.
No, he hasn't.
Objection!
Not to you.
Silence.
Oh! Okay, that was fun.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over. Justice done.
But...
Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
Well, point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. The court by defendant David Tenma.
It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma.
Counselor, there's a matter of which I must testify. I record now for only your good graces.
Counselor. Oh, right, he must mean me. Finally remember what happened before the blow to his head?
The bailiff! Don't just stand there, seize him. Oh, it's no good, I can't restrain him!
Caw, know me in despair. For I am Tenmataro, demon lord of the yokai.
What the fuck is going on?
What's the problem? No problem.
This is one of high responsible for court security.
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
Well, you put it that way. Please still believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in legal system.
You were there when I cross-examined the parrot.
Unprecedented absurdity, more like.
All right, Mr. David Temba, or should I say, Mr. Tembataro. Your testimony, please.
Why? Actually, why? Holy fuck. Like, why?
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damon Tenma. Heed the words, mortal, for you will hear them but once.
Yokai testimony before GTA 6. I don't know what's gonna happen sooner, GTA 6 release or this court case fucking ends.
Barely conscious was Damon there amid the darkness. Suddenly 2 yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. On the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
I need a minute. I need a minute. I need a minute. I need a minute just to... What am I doing with my life? Dear God. I have my head in my fucking hands, man. Oh. Is this supposed to be funny? Like, I need to ask. I just... Is there a punchline? Am I supposed to be laughing at the absurdity of this? Next case isn't a favorite of mine, but it's miles Edgeworth ahead of what the fuck is even going on here. I don't want Edgeworth to come back. If this is the writing they are giving me, I do not want them to butcher Edgeworth. Stay away from Edgeworth. He was good where he was. Leave him alone.
Bob. So, it was very dark at the time.
Strange as it may it be, yes, indeed, all was darkness.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tenmataro towered over the nine-tailed fox and glittered gold.
Ah! I call animal abuse, Your Honor. You know what? Our client is guilty. Next case, please. Yeah. Yup.
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As even half dreamt, that happenings lingers in his mind.
But maybe I can help it.
Why do you get to play the video game? Why do you get to be special and Apollo doesn't? Why doesn't a bird fucking attack you? Oh, really? Oh, you mean?
Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense unusual emotions in the mayor's memory of the event.
Okay, just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again. Why are we doing this? This is the biggest waste of time I have ever fucking seen. It is really unfortunate that this is one of Athena's first outings. This is a terrible look for Athena. Because Athena was meant to be a therapist and she is fulfilling her dreams. No. I'm not talking about that. I am specifically talking about what the fuck are the writers doing with Athena here? Like, this? We're using Athena on filler? This is just filler! We don't even get Athena's fucking voice.
When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you do not only experience shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the old silence, and then there was light. On reflection, it was the door that produced that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber. It does make a lot of noise.
So, this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But, what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. You mentioned a darkness and Temataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness you were in happen to be here?
Take that!
Athena should not have been in the game, in my opinion. I love her character, but she is so weirdly utilized. She's closer to being Maya than being Apollo. Yeah. I don't think she should have been removed. I think she should have been better written. Because, like, I don't know whose fucking fault it is that, they completely disregarded Apollo Justice Ace Attorney and only took, like, half of the game going forward. But dropping half of what was good about Apollo, or half of all of the plot setups that Apollo Justice had into the fucking volcano, only to give us Athena? It's not exactly great.
The Forbidden Chamber? Was that not the Fox Chamber where the murder occurred?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was, probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Temataro you saw was most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue.
Why, yes, that would explain it. The darkness in the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai? Oh my god. Trucy was too useful in the past game. I feel like DD being changed to become Ace Attorney 7 where Athena was introduced and Ace Attorney 5 being a different game would have been better, honestly. Yeah. Like, unironically, within the first 2 chapters, we have had new protagonist, Phoenix got his badge back, also Apollo is still doing justice, we're introducing the new prosecutor, and also Apollo got assaulted. There are so many fucking balls we're juggling here. And none of them are interesting. Wait, Phoenix has his badge back? I mean, he does in the fucking first case. He doesn't right now because we went back in time for some stupid reason. Oh yeah, we ran out of Trucy budget, so we're sidelining her. Ugh, yeah. Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai?
Fantastico, Apollo. It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
DD is not fucking chronologically ordered? No. Apparently not. We've already gone back in time once.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah! I do believe I remember now.
You know what I just thought? I can think of an infinitely more interesting way to do this that's outside of the fucking testimony system. Or outside of the court. If we were controlling Athena in while we were talking to people because she is a psychiatrist and Apollo was searching for, like, say, all of the bullshit and Apollo was here in the case, we could actively have a more interesting conversation parts to the game than just a, hey, tell me about this event, tell me about this event, tell me about this event. And Athena would actually feel useful in her own right because she would be the person who's getting the information out of KG witnesses pre-trial. And I think that would be really good to have. But no, we're not doing that. We're having Athena be everything all at once. No, because the whole case would need to be controlling one character for some godforsaken reason. Except that's not even the case because fucking... Wait a minute, no, that's not even the case! Because in both the final case in Bridge to Turnabout and Turnabout Succession, we control multiple characters in each. We control Apollo in Phoenix in Turnabout Succession, and in Turnabout Bridge, we control Edgeworth! Like... Bridge to Turnabout is so fucking good. Bridge to Turnabout is so fucking rad, man. I hope your favorite character only becomes relevant in filler is even worse than I hope your favorite / niece hobby claims becomes mainstream. Yeah, except screw Athena in particular. I feel like we could get Athena to work with good writing. In fact, fuck it, I know we can get Athena to work, because with good writing, we made, Shu Takumi made fucking... Every single character in Ghost Trick is more valuable to the plot than Athena. Missile the fucking dog is more valuable to Ghost Trick than Athena has been in any plot so far. And that is a failure on the writers. Athena is a well-written character forced into a game she is not the protagonist in, but they really wanted her to be. I can't even call her a well-written character at this point. I've seen nothing of her that is well-written. She has a tragic backstory. And nothing else.
I think I do remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. That was... The Amazing Ninetales!
I could. Yeah, of course it was. Who was it? Who else could it have been? Why are you shocked, Apollo? Missile was a cutie. Yes.
At first, it was but a dream, I thought. Now I remember most clearly, I do recall. It was the Amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
Okay, I've learned something. It hit me. It hit me just now. We had some excellent drama going on. Like, actual really good drama going on with Filch into LaBelle. Those two hitting one after another had the tension ramping up, like we were so well prepared. And even fucking Blackquill was able to hold the proceedings, tighten his grip, and there was some juicy drama going on. Why the fuck is Blackquill not putting a stop to this farce? Is he napping? Letting this farce go on, but other farces not, is actually poor writing on Blackwill's part. Him sitting by and letting this happen is an indictment to his character writing. And that is really unfortunate for his first outing as a fucking character. I'm tired of it too, but he's in the game. He has a literal shut the fuck up button he can push. And it works. I'm sorry I asked.
Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Was he trying to keep it sealed?
Oh, never mind. This is completely new information. Let me try and run an update.
Are they conscious? Yep. Amidst the darkness, a mighty statue of Tamataro loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open, and I found a shaft of light piercing through the gloom. The Amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. Why are you distressed at this?
Got it!
Have you played Investigations? No, but I own them! When the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recall something of that nature. I believe it was the fiend's cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness inexplicably washed over me.
A cape? Of red?
Apollo, we reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left.
Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
Blackquill fucking save me. He's guilty. I don't care anymore. What could this mean?
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know, because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Something this obvious could arise when someone's trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You have to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual. It's during investigations might be entirely might be worse than this case somehow. Really? That's impressive. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out at the contradiction. Here comes justice. Apollo, you have said that more in these two cases than you did the entirety of last game.
Objection!
Here comes justice should have been his catchphrase instead of I'm fine. I mean, it's kind of both. I don't think his catchphrase was ever I'm fine. You said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma. Does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red, and not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook red something for his cape, huh? I feel he doesn't say here comes justice too often. He says I'm fine every 2 minutes. I do not remember that. Maybe it was such an innocuous phrase. Yeah, please. You know what? No. Leave Gavin out of this game. Fucking... Let Clavier just exist in a fucking vacuum away from this hellscape. I don't want him here. He deserves better than this. Same with Edgeworth. Clavier and fucking Edgeworth, stay away. Do not be a part of this game. We have way more shit to deal with here. Remember that Clavier is on the cover of this game, so... Fuck. So you mistook that something red for his cape, huh?
Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
So that something red probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned was interfering with his memory.
Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the great amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? Blood? I know. Could it have been... Mr. Mayor, the red thing you saw, was it this? Cloth?
Take that!
Foolish mortal, do you mock me?
Whoa, sorry!
I'm afraid I have no recollection of seeing such an item.
You must cease the practice of leaping before looking.
Sorry. Youch, that was a human/demon double pit punch.
Apollo, I think of something that's red and can produce a feeling of sadness.
Edgeworth is also on the cover? Fuck off!
Take a good look at the evidence again.
Fucking, I don't... No. The table?
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that you saw... What you saw was Alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes. It was blood!
Oh no.
It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, it wasn't a red cape I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales. The Alderman's bloody body. This is stupid. This is the stupidest thing I have ever read. This is like... What are we doing? Like, actually, what are we doing here? What? This is stupid, Shad 2026. Yeah!
His noise level's down to 0. I think he remembered everything now.
Does that mean the Amazing Ninetales killed Alderman Cubey?
But the Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales. I'm not sure exactly how that would work.
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Duffy, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover, thank fuck. Do that earlier next time.
Why, don't you think this is strange? The little scamp was already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the Amazing Ninetales there.
You just had to bring... Of course! This whole situation is needlessly complicated! This isn't how you write a fucking mystery! Whose first draft was this?
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle either. It's so weird. Who was really in that room then?
What the President Perry's theory with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
Yes, I can. Yes, of course I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Fucking LaBelle dressed up as what's-his-fuck, I guess.
No more with the usual bluffs and fairy tales, I trust? Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this.
What about a good old-fashioned penalty?
Wait about Mr. Duffy, let's see if you have a headbook keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We all know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. We don't know that. That is pure fucking coincidence. Those two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let's consider the following question. The facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene. Why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
But very good question be, but I suppose you have an answer for that.
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. I do! But seriously, what the fuck is going on here? Why is a buff furry WWE champion standing in a door frame in front of the corpse? He is the corpse.
I think you could have mistaken the bell for the mayor.
Well, if she did, the question is, why did she do that?
Well, probably explanation, Mr. Duffy. I believe the time for questions is over. The president says that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has specified that she saw her father collapse there. If she was in fact misremembering the event, what could have made her do so?
LaBelle was disguised as Tenma. The figure Mrs. Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unlike. How could you explain that with a mere disguise?
Yes, they do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And that sort of disguise, what sort of disguise wouldn't she have removed it?
Alright.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. I shall show you what truly sharp blade is capable of.
But I think I'll pass. Ah!
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I? It is a shame Blackwell is being relegated to this as his opening case. He deserves better writing, man.
Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will.
Thank fuck. Please get this over with.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if we have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
Turn the case upside down. He does say that, doesn't he? I don't quite see how that applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. Or rather, she didn't tell anyone about the disguise. Maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
Russ's mask is more precious than his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important than life itself.
And what about the fact that the amazing Ninetales would open the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around? We got it all backwards.
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake.
Your boldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did and never will.
Think outside your box, believe in your client. The worst time a lawyer has to do is force his biggest smile, and congratulations, you're a lawyer, purely on these three things. I do have proof.
Do you now?
Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice.
We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell us anything about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that'll turn the entire premise of the case upside down. The piece of evidence that clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity is this.
Take that!
Go! What an absolute claptrap puppy-gosh balderdash!
We thought the Alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the Mayor Tenma was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the Alderman to lure for his lust for Ninetail Vale. And that's the basis of the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. Honestly, this is the only good twist I will give this case.
You best explain yourself, Justice Donald. And from where do you derive such far-fetched conclusions?
Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. But she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, he was really Florent LaBelle in disguise.
Silence!
The accused and the deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build, too? Anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him.
God! Unblah!
This is a case of mistaken identity. It also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Well, but by all means, Mr. Justice, that's before us already. Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and aldermen were talking.
I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold. Oh look, it's the anime cutscene from the intro. That's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Actually, hold the fucking phone. This is an actual plot hole. Wait, no, that's... This is a complete plot hole. Why was there white hair inside of the mask when Mr. LaBelle is clearly blonde? Let's see if they answer that question. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise, donning the amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. Or it's naturally white but dyes it blonde. Doesn't matter. If it was blonde in that cutscene, he could not have, he would have physically have had to have worn the thing while he had white hair. But he didn't. He had blonde hair. That scream led Jinxie Tenma into the scene.
So then, the person who said I killed the Alderman QB was...
Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
No, you twisted samurai. This time stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Ugh! Once again, Miss Tenma left the scene. Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber. So he could drag the mayor back out of the Fox Chamber.
Oh, that's when the amazing Ninetales, the mayor was...
Right. It was Mr. LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenmataro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one less to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber.
I think, well, that ultimately does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant is the amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection.
Then the mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the amazing Ninetales.
Ja! This is madness! No one could possibly have hatched such an insane plot.
No one except the killer as insane as his plot. I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal, it's your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
Aye.
Why is your hair blonde again?
Oh, you have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection.
What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
You interrupted before he could. But that's just...
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Mayor Tenmataro right here and now.
What?
Are you? You would dare reveal the secret?
Oh! My good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth, what with all the superstitions now, would it?
The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about?
Go ahead, say it. I'm the Amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
Mayor Tenma would do anything to keep the secret behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that's been kept under secret by village superstitions.
Why are you blonde again? I love Twitch Turbo ad is noticeably lower quality compared to the stream. That is funny. And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth?
Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up.
So what is it now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
I'll show you who's useless.
Apollo, don't you dare give up now.
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statement warrants a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there.
Dear God, why are we still dragging this on? We've been here for 2 hours! Oh my God.
Please wait for the court, Mr. LaBelle. Mr. LaBelle, the Amazing Ninetales or not.
Oh my God.
The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon the Nine-Tailed Vale, just as superstitions say.
And are we getting paid by the hour, Shedding Neon? That's why. I'm also not reading that correctly. Fuck you. Talk about the pot and into the fire. This is blackmail. He is blackmailing on the scene. On the stand. He is literally blackmailing on the stand. This rate, Mayor Tenma will be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, it may have David Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales. I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
Oh! And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know that Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Nine-Tailed made such a comeback. The Alderman was so popular.
There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. But I don't even know where to start.
Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, we'll just have to get him to admit it himself.
But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose the secret behind Tenmataro. Oh, we're so close, I know it.
But I'm quite cross to grab the witness.
Is a crying shame. Oh. Oh, okay, that's how it happened so fast. He just washed his hair. Unless your hair is just white under there.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. I know you just used his mask to create an illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence!
Nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle knows what this statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Oh! Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman Cubey. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead. Oh! Looks like the joke's on you, my sweet little friend.
Now, Apollo, mind if I wring his neck?
By the way, if we still had the jurist system, none of this would be happening. Wait in line, because I'm going first.
Temper, anyway.
Hold it!
The only nonsense here in this court is your assertions.
Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart.
Excuse me?
I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps his fragrance will help you blossom within you bloom.
What?
Oh! You liked that, didn't you?
Oh, not jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers.
Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense.
Hold it!
You'd be arrested, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice, despite my innocence. What a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind cosmetic needs. It's a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you and that vexing visage of yours, then...
Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say. Should the mayor admit to the defense's nonsense, I'll make good on my threat, and...
Hold it!
And just how did you learn of the so-called truth behind Tenmataro?
Alderman Cubey told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Tenmataro.
Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle?
Because of the alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciates it so much, he shared its secrets with me.
Sleep well, Zeno.
Wait, did he threaten the alderman in addition to the mayor?
Don't tell me that's how we learned about how to open the Forbidden Chamber.
Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Tenmataro. And that would bring ruin upon Nine-Tail Vale, just as superstitions say.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say?
Exactly. Telling others what Tenmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down here in the first place.
And ruin is coming to the village if you free him? Is that writing not to expose the truth? We didn't even keep that fucking thing as evidence, did we? God damn it.
Oh! Bingo! And truth is that Tenmataro is a great greed-inspired fortune. That's what the whole Battle of Nine-Tailed Vale is about.
Tenmataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it.
Only the greatest get-rich-quick scheme in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure there.
Could Tenmataro actually be the Forbidden Chamber treasure? Telling the villagers that Tenmataro is a terrifying yokai is what scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure was kept secret all this time.
Oh! Well. Seems our ace attorney
Cute.
has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected.
As long as Tenmataro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that to your testimony.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it?
If Tenmataro no longer existed? Oh! What on earth are you talking about?
Oh. Apparently you haven't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't do a thorough enough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there.
Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking at the right place.
Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
Oh, but we are here. It looks like some sort of creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes.
Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen?
Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit.
And by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. Oh no! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was...
The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetail Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of the tragedy indeed seems to be gone. In fact, I now recall the Alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me that the golden ingot was gone.
The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetail Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive, from Ninetail Vale, land that would become Tenmatown. But driven by the villagers mad with greed, did that great fortune. Better was their greed-fueled battle, as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon the village, a curse of ruin. Thus, that was the yokai, where the yokai Tenmataro came to be.
So Tenmataro and the village's superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Fairy tales or no, Tenmataro made quite a mess of things.
Yes, indeed, for there's no greater monster than mortal's man lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestor did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetail Vale, and a terrible that Tenmataro monster, just as terrible to be created and to be kept in secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village which we owe our very existence. Tenmatown would never seek to take over Ninetail Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking birthday history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know that Tenmataro no longer exists, Are you ready to admit your secret? You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
No! Don't do it! Please, no!
Begone, you demented demon!
Ahem. Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of the Yokai, the Amazing Ninetales, is indeed me.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. And that means, Jinxie,
Yes?
the man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber, was he wearing the Amazing Ninetales mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so... So it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
So the furry was alive all along? Yeah, we revived the furry.
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me not to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme. No, LaBelle's scheme was simple. This entire court case was needless.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Ka-ka-ka!
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Temma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent LaBelle did.
How dare you, peasant! Gah! Oh!
Silence.
I knew it wasn't that. We didn't even get his breakdown.
Humph. Justice, Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
How much filler are we getting here? What's this guy on about now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone, as if it were butter. But you have only a blind guess, a dull blade incapable of even cutting a cake.
Well, he has remembered about this. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law.
We have testimony, though. Fucking you prove that he's not the Amazing Ninetales, then. But
They're right, let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. Oh!
This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My sweet judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any?
ah, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? I just did. Oh my god. Prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. More like vague evidence is enough to leave the rest to the defense. Yep. Nope. I can't think of anything. There has to be some kind of evidence I can present.
Don't give up now, Paolo. Let's try reviewing the case again.
I'm fine. She's right. I can't give up now. This whole trial would have been for nothing. I know there has to be some conclusive evidence somewhere. Let's review the facts. What the fuck is this? Danganronpa? The most decisive evidence, the most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we thought that Alderman was killed because of he was the Amazing Ninetales. Because, as we know now, of course, that we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales was really Mayor Damon Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside of the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks. Does any of the evidence found outside of the crime scene provide any clues? I guess the Amazing Ninetales mask because it has white hair. I know. The Amazing Ninetales mask. It was found washed up alongside the river. What sort of clue? This is patch of golden fur. Patch of golden animal fur was found caught in the window at the crime scene. But the evidence came from inside the fox chamber. He doesn't have white hair! What about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Florent LaBelle? But it's white! The white hair is LaBelle's. Oh right, the hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence.
Well, Mr. Bradford, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court?
Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will.
The mask? How is that conclusive evidence?
It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby. Run a fucking DNA test on the hair cell and cell Emma or something. Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, but we know it's Mayor Pemba, so...
That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle.
What are you talking about? I never had any hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white-haired type. Because he is busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's you who has made a fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found. It washed up by the side of the river. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll give it this. You know what? That's a good detail. I thought it was I didn't pin the two together. Good point. There you go. You know what? You did one good one. And with that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all of the remaining riddles.
Take that!
Oh! That's...
What is that?
This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court would also recall that the Amazing Ninetales mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside. What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetail Vale, we now have a real-life expose. Oh! Wait, does Bro just lose his hair color when it rains? Yes, he would. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence that proving that you are the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby.
You peasant! How dare you! My dear, I'm going to...
You know what? The breakdown scenes are quite nice in 3D. But then again, we did learn that from Great Ace of Turn. Oh my. It's amazing what makeup can do.
Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me. $100 million. I'm finished, washed up. Let's stick a fork in me. I'm done.
This is preposterous! Ice Slime and Blackquill defeated.
Thank fuck. Dear God.
God.
Wait. Who fired him? Who called him to fire him? Everyone who could fire him is here in the building! Oh, for fuck's sake.
Probably unexpected outcome. I'm a permit for you, Mr. Breakfast. We will permit paper on pay, just like that other lawyer, Peter Bright.
Was that a compliment, right? I don't think you're supposed to question the possibility of the breakdown scenes. Unfortunately, the rest of the case has me questioning its legitimacy, so the breakdown scenes are no exception. They don't get an out. The other breakdown scenes don't have me questioning them this much. Quite literally, this case lost me every bit of goodwill I had for this game coming in. I am now pessimistic.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done before the bell?
The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Also, isn't that just waterboarding?
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its crucial ties to the Nine-Tail Veil. LaBelle set in motion his plans to gain access to the mayor and gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the amazing Nine-Tails saw those plans come to a halt. And thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman in an attempt to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see. But what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who's in need of financial aid.
LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid the beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such voracity.
Let me see Godo blow Go's mask up. The killer's radio explodes like 5 times. Strongheart fucking burns. Jikoku breaks the witness stand, only for it to get fixed. Oh yeah, but those games have better writing, so I can look past that as a funny moment. And they're also visual gags instead of text-based. Too bad for him, someone else has gotten the gold first anyway.
Okay, very well then. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Baby and Tenma.
Thank fuck, holy shit. He's gonna re-debut as a Raven-based wrestler, isn't he?
Court is now adjourned.
Thank fuck. Why is Marrier still doing that pose? Because because he just got unmasked and he's now going to re-debut as a Raven wrestler. Or something. April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Oh, that was some sort of good luring, Apollo. I didn't see that coming.
I just got lucky, I guess. No, the writers bailed you out.
You banished Temitaro from Ninetail Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? I could have set up so Mayor Tenma murdered the alderman and then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I was wondering about that too. I have a hunch that LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetails' true identity.
Huh? But why?
Because Mayor was the Amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his true identity was revealed.
Oh, I get it. If the Amazing Ninetails was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. But, wait, no, that makes, no! What? Huh? No! That's stupid! That's a blatant contradiction! Why would he want the merger to go through when he already had the gold? He would have had it! And even if the gold wasn't there like it legitimately is, he'd have no reason to keep the merger going through! What is wrong with you? Oh my god. Phoenix does have a lot of experience with exorcism in court. 100% more than everyone else here.
Right. When the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search a forbidden chamber at his leisure.
Wait, what an insanely intricate plot.
It's an insanely stupid plot. Like, we went past intricate and went straight to insane. It's just stupid.
Ha! A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of a demon lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Temitaro again?
That should be of no concern to you.
How can it not be of concern?
Temitaro, be gone!
Ugh!
Jinxie. Seems like ages since I laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back.
Yes, it would seem that Temitaro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? Let me put it like this as well. The entirety of the Jinxie sleepwalking plot went nowhere. The most forgettable side character with the most forgettable and annoying filler arc. Holy shit, this case was almost nothing but filler.
This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetails will have to retire, though.
Oh, how come?
Once everyone hears I am the Amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I am not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now that you mention it, what was all that noise out there?
Big crowds gathered outside of the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma,
The man behind the mask.
and to root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting for me. But I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. So how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie.
Here, I think you'll be needing this.
thank you. No, if you'll excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
He had it on under his suit?
Ninetales forever!
Penny Nicholas was more impactful.
So I hope they can settle their problems between Timbertown and Nantel Vale.
Me too.
I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer slash killer was behind bars and the merger is no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit. I suspect Ninetale Vale will be too.
And it's all because we believed in our client. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, people. Now that we got one in the bag, let's get something to eat.
I'm starving. Oh, fuck off. We're not doing the Maya thing again. Sounds good. I've been nervous. I haven't eaten much since yesterday. Well, I come back from getting water for my dad and see a wrestler being a furry. 10 out of 10. Yep.
Better keep eating, Apollo. Oh, you might have to start looking up at me.
Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Right, you're not. It's face stuffing time.
What did I say about Athena being more Maya than lawyer? Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways.
Oh, very funny. Oh, but I've got all a leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce.
Really? Wow, can't wait to see this.
Calories, ha! Just let me try and stick on me.
Alright, already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes up shop.
Cute. Very cute.
Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know.
I'm Mr. Right, let's go. No, you're fucking not. You hate Eldoons.
I've been waiting to have some both from there since Mr. Right told me about him. Oh, what were we waiting for?
The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two.
Yay, thanks, boss. Won't let you down.
Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty.
2 bowls would kill a man.
That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that.
I think we can only go up from here.
The dark age of the law seems so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along. Right there, behind us.
Yeah, we got rid of the juris system off screen.
First time it made itself known was during the murder at Thames Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark and cold night that was to come.
We have done our obligatory acknowledge Apollo Justice A's attorney happened. That's a cute one. I like that. Oh, God. Turnabout Academy. Get me out of here. Okay. That was the worst. Excuse me. That was, without a doubt, the worst mystery story I have ever experienced. There was no mystery, and the how'd he do it was already exposed. Like, realistically, there were a few really good points in that. But overall, so much of it was just spinning our fucking wheels that it felt like none of it mattered. And it is to the unfortunate detriment of both Apollo, or you know what? The only person who didn't make it out with a blemish on their character is the judge. Blackwill's outing was so much worse than it ever was. Or than anyone ever was. Like, he as a character got actually hurt the most out of this. Because we don't get to see him be a good prosecutor. We see him being, like, puppeted by the writers more than we see him being smart and interesting. Or, and this is gonna be the biggest one, he doesn't actually use any sort of influence on anyone but the judge. Like, Edgeworth, in his first fucking case, that's just hyperbole speaking, I'm not gonna say it, but like, Edgeworth in Ace Attorney 1 had more going on with, like, prepping witnesses and being an emotional manipulator than anything this man did. Like, they set him up as a foil for Athena because they're both doing the emotional spectrum of the thing, but he's just any other prosecutor in a samurai cosplay. It's actually really bad. I hope he does more later with interesting things. And dear fucking God, I hope Edgeworth and Gavin are both only left to small cameos. If they're on a case, I can only see them butchering those two characters. Blackwell Case 2, personally, handcuffs breaking, samurai cosplayer. Yeah. That's it. That's literally it. I got no... Like... I'm gonna do a very big disservice to Blackwell. Because this is his first case. If we compare him to Baron von Zeeks, Zeeks left far more of an impression, and he felt intelligent. And that is probably the most interesting thing. Like, Zeeks got a personality off, and you could actually feel some sort of, like, actual dark undertones from him. Like, the ending of Case 1 of Great Ace Attorney is so good for Zeeks as a character. Because it hits you with, like, oh my god, is he actually magic? Is there some bullshit going on with a real curse? Because Ace Attorney does that sort of thing. They hit you with magic. So, hitting... And that's actually something interesting that holds you for 2 games. Blackwell has nothing besides the fact that he is a convicted felon, which is probably false. Like, I'm gonna say it. I don't think Blackwell actually committed the crime. I have a feeling final case is gonna be, hey, did Blackwell actually commit said crime? And the answer is probably gonna be no. I don't think there's been any other real magic other than spirit channeling. I mean, spirit channeling has been enough. It's spirit channeling Apollo's bracelet, which is magic. It's so adjacent to magic, it might as well be magic. But Dark Age of the Law, it is a plot that has gone nowhere. That is a buzzword. Oh yeah, that I forgot. Yeah. And to be fair, Athena's bullshit hearing might as well be magic too. It's just with a tech stint. But yeah, so overall, Dark Age of the Law is the most fucking irrelevant plotline ever. Let me put it like this. Saying the phrase, the Dark Age of the Law, means nothing when you pull bullshit like that. It goes nowhere and starts randomly and ends randomly with no impact. Lovely, can't wait. Well, that being said, thank you all for joining me for the worst Ace Attorney case I have ever been through. Fucking here's hoping it's only up from here. Dear God, I'm praying it gets better. I am on my knees, not really, but I am figuratively on my knees praying this shit gets better. But that being the case, let's go see who we can raid. I need a break. Oh boy. Let's see who's on. Yeah, see you all on Monday. Hope y'all, where we'll play some Pathologic. I need a something. Alright. No one I can raid on YouTube. Let's go take a peek at Twitch. Music's good, though. I like the music. I don't get to raid you too often. Let's go raid you. Alright. Everybody go say hi to Obsidian. He is in the final boss of Silksong. So, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I am gonna go get something to eat, and then wash myself of this case. Dear God. Anyway, take care, everybody. I will speak to you all on Monday. Bye-bye!